Welcome back, viewers. You're still watching Good Morning Northeast with me, Sonia. And well, we promised you not only information but also entertainment. So in our previous segment, I gave you all the information you need to give your day a good start. But right now, it's time for some entertainment. And so I have with me very special guest this morning. I have Tanveer De Sarkar, who's accompanied by her friend Vicky Das, who will be accompanying her on the guitar. And let me just introduce you to them this morning. So thank you so much for joining us, Tanveer and Vicky. It's such a pleasure to have you on Good Morning Northeast.
Thank you.
And I know it's early morning, but you're here on this show, and that only goes to prove how much you love music and how much you love our viewers of Northeast Live. So thank you so much for coming. And okay, before we get into music and before we get into the guitar, which I'm very eager to, tell us a little about yourself.
Well, myself Tanvi, as you said, and like I'm into music since childhood. I was not like very serious about it. It's all I can say. The inspiration is my sister. She have always been supporting me and continuously telling me, come on, do this. I never went for any music school or anything like that. So she used to learn music. I got all my experiences, then learning about classical music, Sufi, everything I got to learn from her.
Okay.
So I would like to thank her today that I realized that yeah, music is within me and I have to carry it on. So I want to thank her for this, always supporting me, my family.
So I'm sure your sister is very proud. If she's watching the show, then I guess you should be proud of your sister today. And Vicky, tell us a little about how you got into music.
Okay, firstly, I didn't have any formal education means in music, but still from childhood only I was supposed to means I love music. I did many things. I have a little small band also in my home. We used to play, we gather, we used to jam. So like that we entered in music, and I feel very good with music.
Right, that's very interesting. I mean, something to take note of, that none of you have gotten any formal training in music, but it's just something that was within you, and you sort of just learned it yourself. And of course, your sister helped you. But what about you? Did you also have a mentor like that, or someone who perhaps guided you a little bit?
When I was in school days, I was culturally active in my school. But actually, when I got to music, firstly, then I believe that music can heal anything. Firstly, it healed my heart also. That's why I badly engage with music.
Right, that's a very interesting point that you've brought forward, Vicky. And viewers, if you don't know this, there are hospitals actually, where they have rooms and they just play music and they put the patients in there, and healing comes through music. So very true. And okay, coming back to the lovely lady who's sitting next to me, Tanveer, what's your genre of music? What kind of music do you like?
I like all kinds, like I love versatility. So I want to do many things, like whatever comes up new. It's whether it be retro, jazz, blues, western, classical, Sufi. I want to try. It's like if God has given me this talent, I should give a try in every field. I should learn more.
Right,
so I keep on trying, doing different things.
That's unusual, because usually people have a specific genre and they stick to it. Someone specializes in jazz, someone in country, someone likes Bollywood. But there you are saying that you like all the genres, and you want to experiment. And Vicky, you have the guitar. So how did you learn to play the guitar? Tell us a little on that.
Well, from my school days, when I started from YouTube actually, by learning some lessons, YouTube lessons. Then my friends would they used to play, so by watching them and by learning from YouTube, I managed somehow.
Wow, that's interesting. So viewers, if you are there and you're aspiring to become musicians and you also want to learn and you feel like you cannot do it because you've not gotten training, I think they can start, right? I think it takes zeal and passion, and after that YouTube is there and we can learn a lot from technology. So well, I think we've spoken quite a bit and we'll be getting into more of that a little later, but right now I think time for a lovely song from the two of you.
Okay, so this is a sweet morning and it's a sweet song for all the viewers, for you especially. And here we go. We are going for Christina Perri, 1,000 Years. Heartbeat fast, colors and promise. watching you stand alone. All of my doubt suddenly goes away somehow. One step closer. I have died every day waiting for you. Darling, don't be afraid. I love you for 1,000 years. I love you for 1,000 more. Time stand still, beauty in all she is. I'll be brave, I'll not let anything take away what's standing in front of me. Every breath, every hour has come to this. One step closer. I have died every day waiting for you. Darling, don't be afraid. I love you for 1,000 years. I love you for 1,000 more. And all alone, I believe I have loved you. Darling, don't be afraid. I love you for 1,000 years. I love you for 1,000 more. One step closer.
Wow, that was lovely. I mean, such a romantic start to the morning. I think the perfect song, and I'm sure that our viewers enjoyed it as well. That's everyone's favorite, one of the most romantic numbers ever from Twilight, of course.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, do you guys write your own music also, or how do you guys operate? Do you have originals as well?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
And like we went for Alcharinga Raga Height. It also have a story behind this song, and like we have been jamming and we just made 2-3 lines of the song, and like we were on the way after giving the auditions, and suddenly we got a call. We were on the flyover.
OC.
Yeah, OC. We got a call and they told us, okay, tomorrow by 8 you have to reach Alcharinga, and you have to prepare an OC for that. And we were like, oh my God, now we were having a mixed expression, like we are selected, we are happy, we need to make a song, we have less time. And like we were on the way, and by on the way we were making the song. We wrote down the lyrics on mind, we got the notes done, and then we came home, we started jamming the whole night, morning, and it turned out to be a good.
Yeah.
And also the song carries a message that every people say that we are independent, but we are not actually. Rather it be a girl or a boy, nobody is independent.
Right. Right, and we're dependent on, I mean, what does your song say? We're dependent on who exactly? What is your song about?
It's like Khud Se Tu Pooch Zara, the song name is that, and like we are not free if we do something now. Still in India, like if a girl wears something in her comfort zone, still she is asked a question. I mean, she's answerable to people like why she's wearing this. They're not
Right.
thinking about she's comfortable with it. Why can't we change our mind and eyes?
Right,
We
right.
can take it in a good way, but no, people first go for the negative side, then positive, then again all this
It becomes a
chaos.
culture now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So we should change our mind. Our जो बोलते हैं ना सोच बदलो.
हाँ.
That word. We should change our mind before we
Right.
speak something about someone. We should think ourselves, keeping aside all this. That if we are in that place, what would we have done?
That's
So-
lovely. That's so thought-provoking, and it's wonderful to see that you're not just using music for entertainment, but also to convey a message to the society, which I think is the power of creativity. Whether it be through music or through cinema, drama, you can actually impact the society, right? So, okay, tell us a little bit more about yourself. What are you doing besides music right now? Are you also studying, or what are you doing? along with that?
Yeah, I'm having my engineering
Okay.
from electronics and communication, and beside that I love photography, and I'm involved in journalism also little bit.
Wow.
Yeah, I do study about that also, and I roam about roam much. I roam much in every sides of Assam also. I love to travel, and that's all.
Right, and what about you, Tanveer?
I'm doing my graduation, and like if in a single word, if I describe about myself, it's like I'm mad. I'm not stick to something. Like besides studies, I did job also, and I'm a very die-hard dog lover.
Right.
So yeah, so I have many stray dogs near my house. So I look after them. I just joined job for them so that I can get the salary, buy them their foods, look after them,
Wow.
do their treatment if needed.
So did you just call yourself mad?
Yeah.
Right? So like one of the famous ads says, Pagal Panti bhi zaruri hai. I
Bahut
think it's
zaruri,
very
yeah.
important,
Yeah.
right? So we'll be getting into all of that. We also want to know a little bit more about your dogs, and you know, you have a very interesting life. You're an engineer, a journalist, a traveler. I mean, you're a multifaceted person. So interesting, and I feel so honored to have the two of you with me today. And I'm sure you're going to go way ahead and achieve much in life. But right now, I just want to ask you a little question. Do you guys believe in astrology?
Kind of do believe they say stars, moons, they have some
Right. And what
connection.
about you, Vicky? Do you?
Acha, I do believe
Yeah.
because there are some scientific reasons.
Right.
There are some attraction and repulsion between the planets,
Okay.
and that also hampers us.
Right.
In us. So
Right.
I do believe.
All right, so that's interesting. You kind of believe, you do believe, and there are some who don't believe as well. But then, you know, this is something that has existed in India for, you know, several years now, and we can't deny its existence. And viewers, I still have with me the lovely Tanveer and Vicky, and so we have a musical day ahead of us. All right, so coming back to the both of you, you guys, like you already mentioned, you're studying and you're doing engineering,
Yeah.
right? So that is, of course, that requires a lot of studying, I
Yeah.
believe, right? So, and you both are doing music as well, you're pursuing music. So how do you manage to balance your time and, you know, manage it? How do you do it?
It's like not so tough even. Music, like I don't know playing guitar or keyboard. For me, it's like singing. I'm like a bathroom singer also, you can say. I just utilize the time that way.
Right.
Wherever I get started, in road, in car, in bus, anywhere, I get started.
Okay, so that's like even in the bathroom, any
Yeah,
place is
any
a good
place.
place for music.
Yeah.
And what about you, Vicky?
When I go to my college time, I used to go by scooty. So I put my helmet and scream out loud.
Wow.
Like that. So after night also, I used to have time for myself where I practice a lot there.
Okay,
That's-
so I think when you're passionate about something, 24 hours is more than enough. You
Yeah.
always
Yeah.
take out time for the things that you love, right? So what about your family? Are they how supportive are they? Do they enjoy your music as well?
Not too supportive actually.
Okay, but then I know that after watching today's program, they're going to be encouraged to see how
Yeah.
talented their son is,
Yeah,
and
maybe.
they're going to push you more towards it, we're sure. And what about you, Tanveer? Do you come from a musical family? You
Yeah.
said your sister is already a
Yeah.
singer. So, and who else? Your mom, your dad, does anyone
My
also?
dad, when I used to go for shows, so like late night shows at Bihu or something like that. So dad always used to support me. He used to say, "Come on, go. I will be going with you." So he always have supported me. My mom supported me. Everybody in my family.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
I've always been supported.
Yeah, so I mean, I'm sure that we all come from different family backgrounds. So some places we get a lot of support, sometimes we don't. But at the end of the day, parents love us, and I think
Yeah.
you know it needs some bit of proper communication. And
Yeah.
once we do that, they'll also understand you know your passion for music. So what do you guys want to do with your music in the days to come? Do you want to pursue it in a full-fledged manner, or you know do you want to keep it as something that you know it's a personal thing that you enjoy in your moments with yourself? How do you take your music?
It's good if something happens like miracle. Always I wanted to become a superstar, playback singer, but then again it's a passion. Anyway, I want to continue with music, whether it be like a superstar or just a normal person. I never want to lose music, because whenever I'm upset, I'm happy, this is the first thing that comes up in my mind.
Lovely. And what about you, Vicky?
I used to play for myself and for everyone. I used to enjoy them a lot. That makes me happy. So after that also, I also have a dream to become a good singer. Everyone has a dream, right? So, but firstly, I want to enjoy everyone and to make them love and enjoy.
Right, and I think that's the beauty of it. It's, you know, when you have a gift like music, it's not just for yourself, but also the listeners. It puts a smile on their face. Like, for example, the song that you sang, Thousand Years, that literally, you know, to be very honest, it transported me to a different realm, and, you know, it suddenly gives you a very feel-good kind of a moment. So I think that's what music does. When you're upset and you listen to a good
Yeah.
music, you feel happy, you know, and sometimes it can also do the other way and you feel upset.
Yeah.
You know, when you suddenly listen to a breakup song or a heartbreak number,
Yeah.
you feel upset.
Yeah.
That also happens, but that's the power that it carries, that music can change your mood literally, right? So okay, you have a YouTube channel,
Yep.
right? And Tanveer, do you also?
I don't have, but my friend do have.
Okay.
So my first song, Darkhast, I did it with him, and it got 30 plus likes.
Okay.
30 K plus, like, I mean,
Wow.
30,000 plus. So that was my first time. So I have recorded some songs. So I am planning to go with the video, go for YouTube
Yeah,
channel.
and we're very excited to see that. I'm sure people who are watching the interview today as well, they're also very excited to see your channel and your music on YouTube. And Vicky, how can we find you on YouTube? If you can also tell our viewers the
Okay,
name of your
yeah.
channel.
My channel name is Jyotis Das Vicky. Jyotis is my original name,
Right.
and Vicky is my nickname. So
Okay.
I combine them and make it Jyotis Das Vicky.
Okay.
So they can find me in there. So actually, I have my some of songs right there. There is an original song which I played on the spot at Consensio. That also have a long story.
Okay.
That's my OC, written in Assamese. So I wrote that song when I was in class 10, having my metric. I was studying, and suddenly I felt like writing something. So I note down my poem. I made a poem first. After that, after 1 year, I composed it and make a beautiful song. And that song I played constant in that Consensio in Royal
Okay.
University. There was this what we call there's a competition.
Okay, okay,
there was a
great,
competition.
great. So talking about music, I think my ears are literally longing to hear another number. So I mean, if it's not too much, let's listen to another beautiful song by the two of you.
Okay, so the next song, we are singing of Shakira, Underneath Your Clothes.
Okay.
Hope you all like it. Here's a song written by the hands of love. Don't get me wrong, 'cause this might come to you a bit off, but you want to place where all my thoughts go hiding, right under your clothes, where I find them underneath your clothes. There's an endless story. There's a man I trust. He's my territory. All the thing I deserve for being such a good girl, honey. Because of you, I forgot the smart ways to lie. Because of you, I'm running out of reasons to cry. When the friends are gone, and when this party over, there was no one belong to each other. Underneath your clothes, there's an endless story. There's a man I trust. He's my territory. All the thing I deserve for being such a good girl, honey. Underneath your clothes, there's an endless story. There's a man I trust. He's my territory, and all the thing I deserve for being such a good girl. Yeah, being such a good girl, honey. you.
that was terrific. I mean, now I understand what you said when you said that you like to experiment, because your voice literally changes. It's very versatile. Christina Perri and then Shakira, both of them sounded so different, and that's amazing. So I know you've got a very bright future ahead of you guys. So hang on, we'll be getting into a lot more of your music and also your passion for dogs. I want to get into that as well, right? So viewers, but right now we'll slip into a quick break. We'll slip into just a quick short break, but we'll still have Tanveer and Vicky with us. So don't go anywhere. Stay with us. Welcome back, viewers. You're still watching Good Morning Northeast, and I have two lovely guests with me this morning, Tanveer and Vicky. And Tanveer and Vicky, you had spoken about how you wrote an original composition. We need to come back to that. Since we're talking about music, I think besides singing covers, there's a different beauty when you have your own original compositions. And yours has had a very special story, right? You said this was for Alcharinga?
Yeah.
The original composition that you wrote, and you got a sudden call that you need
Yeah.
to be there at 8 a.m.
Yeah.
right? So okay, so tell us a little more on the song that you wrote. You mentioned it's about changing perspectives of the society,
Yeah.
right? And tell us a little more before we hear it.
We wrote the song, it's 4 years back, and that time the Nirvana case, that came up, and that time I was just sitting down, I was thinking, I was doing nothing, I was having nothing to do, I was just sitting, and I thought of writing some lines. I like writing poetries and all, so I just wrote down 4 lines. Then I was having a band, which I told we had a breakdown, so that time we caught up together and then we practiced. So like after that, the 4 lines were nice. We thought of doing more on this afterwards, but then suddenly we were not knowing that we are going to do it soon on Alcharinga.
Right.
So that way.
So it was inspired by the Nirbhaya
Yeah,
case that had
yeah.
happened in Delhi.
Yeah.
So I think that's where, you know, artists can really put in their emotions. It must have brought in a lot of hurt and, you know, frustration. In fact, the entire nation was frustrated at what had happened. And look at how beautifully you penned it down. You actually made a song out of it. So I'm so excited to hear it. So without further ado, let's listen to your original composition.
बेजुबान सोचो जरा, अनदेखा अनसुना सोचो जरा, क्यों है हम बेजुबान सोचो जरा, अनदेखा अनसुना सोचो जरा, क्या सच में आजाद है हम, क्या सच में आजाद है हम, खुद से तू पूछ जरा, पूछ जरा, पूछ जरा, खुद से तू पूछ जरा, पूछ जरा, पूछ जरा, वो दबे से क्यों, बटे से क्यों, सहमे से क्यों रहते हैं हम, है खौफ क्यों इन आँखों में, डर डर के क्यों जीते हैं हम, वो ओ वो 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 ओ दबे से क्यों, बटे से क्यों, सहमे से क्यों रहते हैं हम, है खौफ क्यों इन आँखों में, डर डर के क्यों जीते हैं हम, है वारियत ये कब तक सहेंगे हम, जंजीर को क्या तोड़ पाएंगे हम, खुद से तू पूछ जरा, पूछ जरा, पूछ जरा, खुद से तू पूछ जरा, पूछ पूछ जरा
Wow, I'm literally out of words. I think I've heard the Christina Perri and Shakira songs before, but when you sang this one, I think it was by far the best because you've put your soul into it. This is something you've written, and I can feel, you know, the aggression in that song. It's beautiful, and wish you all the very best for this number. I hope to see a video on YouTube very soon. You know, I can already imagine how it's going to empower so many people. Very, very good, and more original compositions hopefully from the two of you in the days to come. Well, I wish we could continue this conversation the whole day, especially when it comes to music lovers and dog lovers. I think we can go on chatting, but unfortunately all good things come to an end, and so with that we've come to the end of this episode of Good Morning Northeast, viewers. But we will be having Tanveer and Vicky with us hopefully in the days to come. We hope you join us soon again in Good Morning Northeast. Thank you so much for coming, sparing your valuable time. And all the very best for your future.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so
And
much.
viewers, thank you so much for watching this episode of Good Morning Northeast. We hope you enjoyed watching it as much as we enjoyed putting it up for you. And with that, it's the end of this episode, but we'll be back tomorrow with yet another fresh one. And right now, don't go anywhere. Keep watching Northeast Live because I'll be back with the headlines at 8. Thanks for joining us and have a great day ahead.
Thank you.